Hi friends, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far, and I hope the weather is warmer by you than it is here by me. I am in northern Illinois, a southwest suburb of Chicago, and y'all, it's cold here. And it is snowy here as well. Over the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks now, we have probably received about 12 to 14 inches of snow total. In fact, it just snowed last night, and Mr. Wizard says it was about 5 to 6 inches of snow on the ground. So he was really busy this morning clearing up the snow before our live stream this morning, so I appreciated that. We also had breakfast with our kids this morning, so that's why we're running about a half an hour behind our normal schedule. We do that the first Sunday of every month. It's something that we have done since the kids all started college, and now that they're all out of college, it's something that we continue to do because they're all kind of spread out now. So it's a great way for us to all come back together once a month just to kind of reconnect and stay acquainted. So it's been really nice, and I really appreciate that. Mr. Wizard and I look forward to it every month. So it was a lot of fun this morning. But anyway, Susan, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe I missed something. I'll catch up and chat in just a second. Sorry. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. And first of all, I want to give a really quick shout out and a very special thank you to a handful of our content creator friends that we have here on this channel. They have been, I don't know if they've come together or they're doing this on their own and it's just coincidence that they're all doing it at the same time. But a bunch of them have been giving our channel a huge shout out over there on their channels, and it's been an honor and a truly a privilege, and I really appreciate everything that they're doing. Oh, you can keep the snow. Oh, I gotcha. Now I understand. They have been amazing. They have been promoting our channel to no avail, to the point of we have gained 20 new friends over here on this channel in the last 3 weeks, and so thank you so much to them for that. We have met our 800 subscriber goal so far, and now we're looking at that 900 goal before the end of the year. That would be really awesome if we could do that. If not, that's okay too. Hi, baby. You're distracting me. I'm already distracted enough, but now you're going to distract me even more. She's so darn cute. Oh, thank you, Terry, for that. I appreciate it. But thank you to them. They know who they are, and I truly, truly appreciate them so much. I can't thank them enough. And welcome to all of our new subscribers. If you are new to the channel here, please make sure that you get an opportunity to say hello in chat or in the comments down below so that I can personally thank you for joining our channel and joining our community. And I can't wait to get to know you better. So today we're going to be working on a project that was a whip of mine at the beginning of the year. It was a whip of mine. We finished the quilt top, and then I kind of put it away for a little while, and then I brought it with me when we went to Quilt Town in July because I wanted to try and look for some backing fabric for it, but I also wanted to kind of look for some borders and some binding fabric as well. And at the time, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to do something as solid or semi-solid because the quilt top is really busy, and I'll show it to you guys here in just a second. But that's what we're going to be working on today. The pattern is called Starfire, and you guys are going to see this one a couple of times on the channel here because we've got quite a bit of work to do. We're going to be doing a triple border on it. It's going to be a 3.5 inch, which actually turns into a 3 inch, and then a 2.5 inch, which goes down to a 2, and then a 5 inch, which actually will come down to a 4 inch. Actually, I take that back. It's a 5.5, which will come down to a 5. So we're going to be doing a triple border on it, and then we're also going to be doing a flange binding. Now, if you guys are not familiar with what a flange binding is, that is basically where you take 2 pieces of fabric, you sew them up together, and when you fold them, you get this little border line. I've done it once before. I love the look of it. It's really exciting, and I think for this quilt, it's really going to help me to break up all of that busy and kind of calm your eye down a little bit. So I'm really excited for it. So you're going to see a little bit more of this one than would normally be the case for a whip, but that's because I want to take you guys along for the ride. So as you can see, I've got some of the pieces laid out here already. I'm going to show you guys what the quilt top looks like in just a second. But first, before we dig into this project, let me hop into chat and say hello to everybody there, and then we can get started with this project. I try to give a special shout out to the very first person in chat, and it's traditionally been one of a few couple of same people, and that's totally fine. I love it. I'm so grateful to them for their commitment to the channel and their dedication to coming in. So I really appreciate that. Oh, and before I forget, if you guys hear a humming in the background or some type of like whooshing in the background, I want to apologize for that. I've got a space heater on in here because it was cold in this room this morning. This is the southwest corner of the house, and it does get really chilly in this room. So I do have a space heater on. If it's too distracting for you guys, or you guys just can't hear me very well, just let me know and I can turn it off. It's fairly comfortable in here right now. And it shouldn't be too bad, but if you guys are okay with that, I'm gonna leave it because I'm a little chilly. But anyway, Brat46 was the very first person in chat this morning, so thank you, Brat46, for being here. She was here at 6:30 this morning. My goodness gracious, thank you so much for being here that early. Carrie Leonard was the next person in chat. She was here at 9:05 this morning. Good morning, Carrie. Thank you so much for being here. Linda Denton was here at 9:30 this morning. My goodness, ladies, you are here so early. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Sandra K is also here. Good morning, Sandra. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Everybody's talking about the temperature. I don't know what the temperature is outside. Let me look. It is currently 29 degrees out here in northern Illinois. And like I said, we got about 5 to 6 inches of snow yesterday, so that was fun. Mr. Wizard probably went back to bed after breakfast because he was pretty beat this morning. But I truly appreciate that, him getting there. Hi, Betty. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I said Brat46, Carrie Leonard, Sandra. Susan, you're out. Good morning. Thank you so much, Susan, for being here. And Susan, thank you so much for being a member of the channel. Speaking of members of the channel, if you have been a member of my channel for at least 3 months by the end of December, then you will be receiving a scrap busting box from me in the mail. I think there's 9 of them total that are going out. I am missing an address for one person. I did give them if you guys know Melissa, I'm missing her address, so if she could send it to me, I could get that box to her. But we will get those boxes out. If you're a member of the channel, then you may have already seen me putting those boxes together, but they will officially be going out in the mail this week. Now, there were 2 members that unfortunately weren't eligible for this round of boxes, but they're the first ones in line when I have boxes available once they've hit that 3-month mark. So I will try and get you those boxes by probably March next year. We'll have to wait and see. But Susan, thank you so much for being a member of the channel. And if you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, make sure you hit the button down below. There you go. 13 months. Woohoo! Congratulations, Susan, on that. But if you guys are interested in becoming a member, make sure you click the button down below. It says $. It's a square with a $sign in it, or it says join somewhere. Make sure you check that out. I think the least expensive one is like $2.99, and that brings you into our elite members club, where we're doing lots of fun things there. Judy Herbert, thank you so much for being here this morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Kathy, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Kathy is one of my moderators. I have 3 amazing moderators here on this channel. So if you guys need help with anything, make sure you reach out to Kathy, Terry, or Lucas. I have not seen Lucas pop in yet. But Lucas is getting ready to do some traveling. He's headed out to Texas today, so we may not see him today. But Kathy is here with us, and I'm pretty sure I saw Terry pop in as well. So if you guys need any help with anything, and I am not able to assist you, or I'm not seeing your messages, make sure you tag one of them in chat, and they will be happy to help you with it. And thank you, ladies, so much for helping me out. It's amazing. And make sure you guys go over and give those 2 ladies a subscribe over on their channels as well. They have some really fun content over there, so make sure you check them out. I love watching their stuff as much as I can. Patty, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Fern is also here. Fern, good morning. Thank you, Fern, for being a member of the channel as well. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Raven is also here. Good morning, Raven. Raven is also a member of our channel as well. Thank you, Raven, so much for being here and for being a member. Oh, there's Terry. Hi, Terry. Good morning, Terry. Thank you so much for being here. She's a member of our channel. She's a moderator. She is amazing. You guys make sure you go give her a special subscribe if you can. Thank you so much for being here this morning, Terry. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Who else have we got in chat today? Dawn, good morning, Dawn. Thank you so much for joining me. Dawn, if you could do me a quick favor and email me with your mailing address, I've got those pattern pieces for the Norfolk quilt ready for you. I went ahead and printed up the ones that I was missing, so I want to get that off in the mail to you. But I don't have your address. So if you could email me with your mailing address, and then that way I'll get them in the mail to you, I'd really appreciate it. You could do exclamation point email in chat to get my email address, or it's down in the bottom of the description of every single one of my videos. So it's, either way will work. Carrie Leonard, Raven, Fern. Sorry guys, still going through chat. Want to make sure that I get everybody and I don't miss anybody. Judy, Susan. So yeah, Susan told me that I could keep it. She was talking about the weather. At first I was confused. I'm like, what the heck is she talking about? I must have missed something. Yes, Terry, it is always nice to have a breakfast with the girls. We were one short this morning, but that's okay. She was probably busy. Another one was actually at work, and she was able to sneak us in and watch us on her phone while she was working, so that was kind of nice of her. It was great to see all of them again and have some chats and stuff with them. It was great. The cold and the snow. Yeah, Susan, I will try to keep it, but, you know, sometimes it doesn't stay. Judy says, it's been cold here in Georgia. I keep expecting to wake up to the white stuff on the ground. Has it really been that cold, Judy? I mean, I know it got pretty cold down in Florida. They actually shut down some of the water parks in Disney a couple weeks ago, but I didn't know that it had gotten cold enough that they were threatening some white stuff down there. Well, I'm happy to send you some of ours. Wouldn't that be fun? I could bottle it up. Mary, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you are well. Happy Sunday morning to you. Ferna saying hi to Ivy. Yeah, she left, I think. She was here a little bit ago. She's so darn cute in her silly sweater. And Terry says she shared me out. Well, I appreciate that, Terry. Thank you so much. And for you guys as well, if you guys are sharing our channel, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. It just helps us, you know, grow the channel and make all kinds of new friends. And that's really what this channel is about, is making new friends. So I appreciate that. Let's see. Joyce, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I hope you're well. Susan is working, hand quilting another pillow cover. Joyce is here. Dawn saw my message. Thank you very much. Terry says she's at 13 months also. Well, that's so great. Thank you so much. Agnes, good morning. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I hope you're well. Agnes, you should expect to receive 2 packages in the mail from me. One for your subscriber perk as being a member of the Fat Quarter Club, and then also your Scrap Busters box. So you get 2 packages. One of them should already be there or close to it. yeah, Lucas has been busy, so now's the time to beat him in his thimbles. Yeah, Lucas is, he's getting ready to do, he's been doing a lot of training, I guess, lately, and so he's getting ready to head down to Texas for some training. Good morning, Gladys. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. I'm just trying to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. This new chat format is taking me a little bit to get used to. Just a little bit. Just checking one more time. Make sure I don't forget anybody. Hand quilting another pillow. Terry says. Yep, she does love hand quilting. Yeah, Susan does love it. And more power to her, because I cannot stand hand sewing. So I'm just going to start sending her all my hand sewing. Susan says, the mountains in the west, Rockies, Cascades, Olympics, and Sierras need the snow. Lots of it, but I don't want it on the roads here in the valley. Oh, yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, for sure. No, I don't want white stuff to give you your cold weather back. Woke up and took the dogs out at 5:30. It was 32. My husky stayed outside for 45 minutes. Oh, yeah, no, it's their kind of weather. Addison, you guys know our bigger dog, Addison. She's a soft-coated Wheaten Terrier. Yes, the puppy cam has a frame. Yes, I framed it out. ChatGPT made that for me. It was awesome. But you can, my soft-coated Wheaten Terrier, Addison, she's a winter weather kind of dog. She really likes the colder weather. She's got an undercoat. She's got an outer coat and an undercoat, and so she loves this weather. She's like, "No, Mom, I'm not coming in. They're like, this is my jam." So yeah, she's been loving the colder weather. And then of course my little one, Wrigley, the little bitty one, she doesn't like the snow. She doesn't mind the cold because she can wear her sweater. We got different coats for her to keep her warm, so she doesn't mind that. But she doesn't like the snow because she's so little that sometimes she'll try and follow the other two out, and like they'll hop into the snow, and she'll go to hop and she'll just sink, and then we gotta go get her. So I can't tell you how many times Mr. Whistler's had to go outside and get her and pick her up out of the snow. So now what he does, and he's been doing it for a couple years, he actually shovels a path in the yard for the little one so that she can get out in the yard and actually go with them. But she's funny. She's really funny to watch out in the snow. And I guess they were playing this morning because they came in and they were just covered from head to toe in snow. But yeah, they're a lot of fun. Wrigley in her sweater. Oh, I know. Wrigley! Wrigley! Let me see if she'll come. Let me see if I can get her. She usually stays with Mr. Wizard. Oh, there's Ivy. Hi, baby girl. Where is your sister? Hi. There she is. There she is in her sweater. And of course, Ivy's blocking the camera, so you can't see her. Out of the way. There she is. There's Wrigley and Addie. Hi, babies. Here, Mommy, give you a treat. Kathy, are you trying to redeem it for Random Notion? I think it's Random Notion. I think that's the code, but double check on that. You can do exclamation point prizes in chat to get the codes. I think it's Random Notion, all one word, but double check. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. And I believe I have it right here. Yes. Yes, I did get it. I got your email. Divey sweaters. I know. Addison has one too, but she really doesn't like it. She really does not like it. So we don't put it on her unless it gets really cold. So anyway, let's get back to the project at hand, shall we? Shovel a path for the littles. Jumped into the deep stuff and disappeared. Right? Yeah. I think it's exclamation point redeem space Random Notion. All one word, I think. Do exclamation point prizes in chat first. Hi, Carrie. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. So this is the quilt that we were looking at, quilt top we're working on. It is called Starfire. Yeah, Starfire. So that's one half of it. Here's the other half. There you go. Let me look. Oh no, it is Notion. No S, just Notion. So exclamation point redeem space Notion should be the command for it. I know, it's kind of tricky. I'm sorry. I'll try and be better about it. But so this is the quilt top we're going to be working with. And you guys can see how busy it is? Like, it's crazy busy. Like, it's just super duper busy. Really, really busy. So what I've done was the pieces that I've chosen for the borders are a little bit less busy. That should have done it. Oh, there it is. There it is, Kathy. There it is. It worked. Awesome. Congratulations on redeeming that Notion, Kathy. Alright, so here are the fabrics that we've bought, that we've selected. So this is a black fabric. It's a tone-on-tone black. It's like a grunge with this cool pattern to it. Okay, so that one's going to be our 3.5 inch and our 5 inch border. And then this one, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's weird. It's a tone-on-tone, but it's bicycles. Can you guys see the bicycles in there? I don't know if you guys can see them. But this is our backing fabric. So that's what we've chosen for our borders. These two for our borders, that's for our backing. And then our binding fabric is 2 different colors of grunge. It's this dark, deep red grunge and this nice charcoal black. Those are all of the ones we've got. No problem, Kathy. It's not a problem at all. It can be a little tricky sometimes, and so I apologize for that. Doc boots for the winter. He pulled them off his paws and then destroyed them. Yep, Carrie, that sounds about right. We tried to do that once with Addison, and it didn't go very well. Mr. Wizard ended up returning them because it didn't go very well. Did not go over very well. So first things first that we need to do is we need to go ahead and iron up these fabrics for our borders, and then cut them up, and then we can actually attach them to the quilt. So I'm not even sure that we're going to get to any sewing today, but we're sure going to give it a go. We're going to try. So let's go ahead and start with the big one first. This one is called Spooky Stitches by Robin Kingsley of Maywood Studios. That's what this one is called. We're going to go ahead and iron it up. The iron was warm a second ago. I'm actually going to pull this over here. This over there. This over here. There, that way it can kind of be out of the way. So let's go ahead and get these ironed up first, and then we can get them sliced up. I've done some preliminary math, and hopefully it's correct, of how many strips I need for each type. And we'll have to wait and see if it's actually correct or not. I seem to have woke up the grumpy side of the bed. That state of mind is lifting. Thank you, quilters. Oh, good, Dawn. I'm glad that we can help with that. She has traction socks for the wood floor. She still won't walk on them. Fair. That's fair. I understand that. Hi, baby. You again. You again. What are you doing? You're just sniffing? Hi. You're really up close to the person or to the camera. Can you lick it? Can you sniff it? Yeah. Look right into camera. Can you do that? Can you look right into camera? She's so silly. You get right here. Right here. There, right there. Goofy girl. She's so silly. What does she do? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good call. My neighbor's dog accidentally got left outside last evening, came to my door whimpering. Oh my gosh, Susan, the poor thing. Poor thing. I mean, it happens. It's an accident. I mean, I can't imagine that it was on purpose. Carrie says, love the puppy cam. Well, I'm glad you love it, Carrie, because I do too. Of course, I get to see him all the time, so that's a little bit different, but I love it too. You guys get to see him coming and going. Half the time, I don't even notice that they were like come in the room because I'm just so focused on other things. And so when I go back and I watch the replay, because I always watch the replays of my videos to kind of see what I could do better, what worked, what didn't, what did I miss, what didn't I miss. And half the time, I miss that they're even in the room. Like, honestly, I don't even see him come in half the time. They're so stinking cute. Hi, yeah, I'm talking about you. Are you? Cutie. You cutie. My dad's feral cat, he has been feeding out, locked on in the garage with my long arm. Oh boy. Oh boy. His mama was very happy to see him when she opened the door. Oh, I bet. She's just staring at you. Dawn says, I'm afraid to go see the damage. Oh no. Oh, from the locked out cat. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. I bet. I love this fabric. Like, it's too busy, in my opinion anyway, it's too busy to use as like a backing, I think. Or just too dark, in my opinion. But I love it as a... I'm going to love it as a border. I really am. I hate to say it, but I think that my iron might be going. I hate to say this because I love this iron so much. But I don't feel like it's getting as warm as it used to. And so I feel like I'm not getting as much out of it as I was in the past. It's still warm, don't get me wrong, it is still definitely warm, but I don't think it's as warm as it... Because, you know, irons, they go. You know, it's just like every other piece of electronic equipment. Eventually they go out, and... I think mine is going. Batting hammocks, oh boy. Oh boy. I bet. Yeah, I know that, Ozzy, we have a cat. You guys know I have a cat in my house. And, Ozzy, I try not to let her in this room, but I also don't close the door to this room either. So I'm just real careful about what I leave out. I've never seen her come up on this table, but that's not to say that she hasn't before. But I've never seen it. Yeah. Your Rowena is a 2006 strong, but you do have 2 backup irons as well. Yeah. I have a corded one as a backup as well. And it could just be me. Like, I haven't actually checked the temperature on it. Mr. Wizard has one of those thermal, you know, thermometers, those laser thermometers, and I just haven't checked it recently. Ozzy, what do you want? I don't know. It's just, you know, when you like something so much, you get all paranoid about it not working because you just like it so much. So, on the wool mat, oh jeez. Good thing they make, you know, lint rollers, right? Yeah, ours, she's much older. She's an older cat, so she doesn't really jump anymore. And I have not seen her up on the table. That's not to say she hasn't been up there, but I haven't seen her up on it. So maybe she just knows better than to do it when I'm around. That could be it. So first we need to iron up these fabrics. I did not iron them up ahead of time, but they won't take me too long to do. I gotta iron up both sides. I iron them in half because that's the space that I have. Gladys, good morning. I know I said good morning to you once already, but good morning again. So, but about our new subscribers, our new friends, I was floored. Like 30 new friends in the last 2-3 weeks. Like, it's just crazy. Like, our channel doesn't see growth like that. Like, that's not normal growth for our channel. So that was just crazy to me. And I'm getting tagged in all these shout outs from other content creator friends, and I'm just so grateful to them for that. I used to use a hoop on a stand when I hand quilted, would park it in vertical so our cats wouldn't sleep on it. Smart cats figured out how to move it and find one-on-one every morning. Oh my gosh, Susan, my goodness. Jeez. That's crazy. That's crazy. Whoa. That is just crazy. Joyce Hernandez, good morning. She said, hi Danny and friends. Sorry I'm late. Church ran over. No, don't worry about it. No problems. No problems. Never apologize for being late. We're just grateful that you're here spending any amount of time with us. But thank you for joining us, Joyce. Ironing a piece of backing today, hoping to get another Christmas quilt on the long arm. Oh, awesome. Kathy says, I gave you a shout out the other day, Daddy. Well, Kathy, thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. I must have missed it when I was rewatching some of your videos. I'll have to be honest and say I'm not able to catch every single one, but I do try to rewatch them whenever I can. But thank you very much for the shout out. I appreciate it. Boo! I seem to be moving too quickly when quilting. I keep breaking my thread. Oh, Carrie, that sucks. Yeah, Mama Joyce has had some bad luck with some of her thread lately. She keeps breaking thread on her machine. We've got her switched over to a different thread. I think it's called Connecting Thread is the name of the brand. We're trying something a little bit different with her. See if we can get it to stop breaking. She likes to sew really fast. And sewing really fast is not conducive to thread. It breaks. Hi Teresa, good morning. Welcome back to the channel as well. My goodness, so many friends this morning. So many friends. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. Tension issues with your featherweight. Oh wow. I was having some issues with mine, and I don't know if it's just the fabrics I was using, or I do need to bring the machine in to be serviced. I really do. And it's one of those things where I just keep forgetting to do it. So I really need to commit to it. Maybe after the first of the year I'll tear it down and bring it in. We're going to be starting out a bunch of new projects after the beginning of the year. Of course, just like we did last year, one of the last live streams of our year this year will be kind of going over all of the goals that we had set for ourselves for the channel for this year. And then just kind of a recap of what our year has been like. And then, of course, after the first of the year, we'll do that again where we'll set new goals. I like to set goals for myself because I have a tendency to get a little overwhelmed with things sometimes. And so the list of goals or to-dos really helps me focus on what it is I need to be doing or what it is I want to be doing. So goals are a big thing for me. And I know that's not for everybody. But it works really well for me. Whenever I'm like, gosh, what should I be working on? What should I do? That's when I usually go to that list and I go, oh, well, this is what I should do next. All right, last little piece to iron up for this fabric. Ah, yeah, you had to clean it out, and then you found a thread that it doesn't like. And there are some machines don't like some threads. That's just kind of the way of it. Yeah, for sure. All right. This one is all ironed up and ready to go. So we're going to fold this one up gently and set it aside for now, and we'll come back to it in a little bit. I know, I just ironed it, and now I'm going to fold it again. I know. But I'm folding it very gently. I'm trying not to make a hard crease in anything, and we're not going to keep it folded for very long. So, I wish you guys could see this fabric. I might take a picture of it. It's just so darn pretty. It's just, you know what, let me take a picture of it so you guys can see it. I'm going to take a picture of it, and I'll post it on our Facebook group so you guys can see what it looks like. It's just so neat. So if you guys are not already a member of our Facebook group, quick, go over there right now so you can see a picture of it. I'm going to post it right here. Bicycle border, I can't spell, border fabric for Starfire. There you go. So that way you guys can see it, because the camera is not picking it up. It's just not picking it up very well. So. Hi Marie, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Yes, happy Sunday morning to you as well. I hope you are well. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Hope the weather is warmer by you than it is here by me. It's a little chilly this morning. Got about 6 inches, 5 or 6 inches of snow, Mr. Wizard said this morning. So this week we will have our members only live stream on Monday. It's just going to be another WIP project. We will be starting on the So Long with Mama Joyce after the first of the year. I did take a quick look, and there do not appear to be anywhere that you can get it, unfortunately. Looks like everywhere is pretty much sold out at this point, so if it was something that you wanted to join in on, unfortunately I think you're kind of out of luck now. And also I could not find the pattern anywhere either, so that's also unfortunate. It is a block of the month program. But that's okay. I mean, that doesn't mean that you can't still join us. Just bring one of your own whips or UFOs or a project you're working on, and you can still join us. But that will start after the first of the year for members only. And then here on our subscribers, for our subscribers, we will be working on another block of the month program called Twisted Dreams by Stitching Haven. That one is also sold out. But we're going to be working on that one. I'm really excited for that one. I finally got that all figured out. I was having issues with my debit card. We were able to get that sorted. So I should be getting that one here in the mail in the next couple of days. I know a couple of our subscribers that had joined that one. So we'll be doing that one. I'll be cutting the fabric ahead of time. So if you wanted to quilt me along with me on that, we will go ahead and cut up your fabrics first for the block for that month, and we'll be working on that at the end of the month. I think it's the 27th or 28th. So we'll be working on that. I don't know about you guys, but I actually really enjoy ironing. I truly enjoy it. Like, I enjoy ironing fabric. I do not enjoy ironing clothes. Because of all the different wonky seams and everything else that has to be laid right, I don't enjoy that. But I do really enjoy fabric. It's just, to me, it's just so satisfying to see the wrinkles come out. I know, I'm probably a weird one. Did I already iron this side? Does anybody know? Did anybody pay attention? I don't think I did. Carrie says, same here. Yeah, I just, I've been ironing things since I was a little kid. Clothing for many, many years since I was a little kid. But ironing fabric, it's just so satisfying to me. Getting all those wrinkles out, making it nice and smooth. And my starch smells nice. It's lavender scented. Makes the whole room smell nice. Just love it. Fern says, I hate cutting fabric, but I enjoy sewing it. Yeah. Joyce, Dreamland is telling me to eat. Don't gamble. I understand that. Are you okay, Mr. Wizard? I hear you coughing. Yeah. Okay. He's had a busy morning. He was up at probably 6 or 7 this morning with the dogs. And then he went outside and he shoveled all the snow on the back patio in the front of the house. Then he came inside and he made breakfast for us because he made special pancakes for us for breakfast this morning. The poor guy needs a nap. The poor guy needs a nap. The struggle bus until I use it. Oh, you see, you're one of those like me. I'll do the same thing. I will struggle and I will use it up because I paid for it before I will let it go. Of course, having this channel actually helps sometimes because sometimes I'll struggle too much and I'll actually throw it into the notions bin and one of you guys will end up with it. I've done that before too. Just about done here. Just doing this last little piece and then we're going to start slicing it and dicing. Slicing and dicing. Now I think the blade on my rotary cutter is pretty new, but we're going to see how it cuts and let's see if we need to change it. Away for now. Again, same thing. We're just gonna gently fold it. Make sure there's no Susan says she's got to go for church. No problem, Susan. We completely understand. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. Don't forget to check the replay later. And don't forget about our members-only live stream tomorrow evening. Did I kick the camera? Did I move it? I felt like I moved it. A little bit. Did I move it a little bit? Sorry, don't mean to make anybody dizzy. Alright, so let's do the black fabric first. Fold it in half this way. So I wrote down some instructions for myself on what I need where. This morning I did a little bit of math. And I need to cut myself 5 strips at 3.5 and 7 strips at 5.5. I don't know if I'm going to get 7 strips. I might be able to get 6. I think I can probably wing it with 6, but we'll see. Alright. So, I've got my fabric folded in half. It stayed in half from when it came off the bolt. And now I folded it in half again. And now I do that because my rulers are not very big and my sewing section is not very big. If you want to make sure that you have perfectly accurate pieces, then unfold it and cut it that way. No, I probably could go and turn my mat or get my really big mat out. I could do all those things, but I'm not going to. That just sounds like a lot of work. So this way it is shorter than my 12-inch ruler, so I can still use it. The first cut I always give myself a little bit of grace with. I always add an extra inch to 3/4 of an inch to the end of there. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Wow, 3 times. Excuse me. My goodness. I thought I was going to sneeze again there for a second. Wow. Excuse me. My goodness. So I always leave an extra space on the end of my first cut, because then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to cut off that edge. So I need to do 3.5-inch pieces. So I will probably Wow, excuse me, my goodness. My allergies kicked in all of a sudden. I would probably give myself a 4-inch piece here. Yeah, maybe 4 1/4. Or a 4-inch. I think I'm gonna sneeze again. I don't know why, but like all of a sudden I'm sneezing like crazy. Excuse me, sorry. Thank you. Yes, thank you. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so my very first cut is going to be a 4-inch cut. And it's not even exactly a 4-inch cut. What I do is I line my folded line up with a line on my ruler, just a straight line. So then that way I know my fabric is straight. Then I take the ruler and I take the lines on my ruler and I match them up to a line that's straight on here. So I'm going to take my 4-inch line and I'm going to line it up to a line that's on the ruler that's close to the edge, but maybe not exactly on the edge. Okay? I'm just going to line it up like that, and I'm going to make my first cut. Okay, and then I'm going to flip that piece over, now that I have a nice straight edge, and I'm actually going to line it up again. Now I'm going to line it up to 3.5, making sure that one of these lines matches up with my folded line. So 3.5. Line that bottom edge up there, and then I'm just going to trim off this little bit here. Yep, definitely need a new blade. And now I've just trimmed off this little bitty sliver here. And now I have a nice, clean cut 3.5-inch piece. But my blade is kind of wonky, so let's go ahead and change out blades real quick. Let's go ahead and pull this one out. Get a new one. Alright, I'm going to put this one away. You know what, guys? I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break and go run to the restroom really quickly. All that sneezing has made it so now I really have to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to pause here for just a second. I will be right back. And I'm going to go use the restroom really quickly. sorry about that, guys. All that sneezing made me have to go to the bathroom, so you guys know how that is. Anyway, all right, let's continue cutting. We've got one piece at our 3.5 inch, so now we need to cut 4 more. Hi, baby. So now that I have that nice, clean, straight edge, the only line I need to measure up is these 2 here. I can cut away. There we go. Nice, clean cut. There's 2. Three. 4. 1 more. 5. All right, so there's our 3 inch. Now we need to cut a 5.5 inch. Hoping to get... I'm hoping to get 7 pieces, but 6 will probably be enough. So now because we've moved the fabric, we have to make some adjustments with the fabric again. So we're going to make some adjustments here. Make sure everything is lining up the way it's supposed to. Our first cut's going to be a little wonky. We're going to need to make a little bit of an extra there. Whenever you move the fabric, you want to make sure that you start with another fresh cut on the edge, because it kind of slides things over just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to take my 3.5 inch mark. I've got my fabric hanging just off the edge a little bit from one of the lines here on my mat. And I'm not using the mat to measure, I'm just using it as a straight line. Go. Oh wait, no. I almost cut a 3.5. Ooh, that would have been close. Need a 5.5. Hi, baby. There we go. That's better. There we go. There's that first cut. Just gonna flip it over. Line it on a couple of straight lines. And trim off that little bitty bit. It's like not even 1/4 of an inch. It's just a little strip. There we go. And now there's our first 5 inch, 5.5. So that's 1. Two. 3. I'm gonna have to move the fabric again. Line that up. Good news is it looks like it held pretty well, so I'm not going to need to make a fresh cut, so that's good. 4. 5. Oh yeah, there'll be plenty. 6 and just enough to make my 7th cut, I think. I don't know that I'm going to need the full 7 strips, but I want to have the little bit of extra just in case. There we go. And the little bitty tail end that I got here, that can go in the garbage. What did I miss in chat while I was in the restroom? Did I miss anything exciting? Everybody's just taking advantage. Is that a grunge fabric? Terry wants to know. Terry, this is not a grunge fabric. This is by Maywood Studios. This black is not a grunge. No, it looks really similar to a grunge, but it is not a grunge. It's by Maywood. Okay, so here's our 5-inch pieces. So we might actually get to some sewing today. I didn't think we would, but we will. It looks like we will, so that's good. There's those 2. Now we need to cut our red fabric, which we should have more than enough red for what we need. Dawn says that sounds oddly satisfying. It is. It was satisfying, yes, that I finished with just a little bit. Kathy, thank you for the welcome back. I appreciate that. I'm just going through chat real quick. Sandra says I'm going the wrong direction on these thimbles. Terry says, run, Danny. Yeah, right? Like, yeah, you guys know how that goes, right? That much sneezing? I had to go. Scat cat. That's what I grew up hearing when somebody sneezed. Obviously, someone was allergic to cats. Oh, gotcha. Fern says, when I cut fabric, I sneeze a lot. Yeah, I couldn't. I was like, my allergies just went crazy there for a second. I don't know what happened, but I'm better now. I'm better now. It was crazy for a second there, though. Alright, so now we're going to take our red fabric. We're going to do the same thing with our red. We're going to fold it in half. Like this. Actually, I prefer to get it this way. Yeah, that way. That way I can see it a little bit better. No, I had it right the first time. I like it this way, so I can see it. Joyce Hernandez, thank you so much for that super chat. That is so kind of you. Hearts in chat for Joyce, guys. Hearts in chat for Joyce. Thank you so much. That was so kind of you. Thank you. I really, truly appreciate that. That will definitely go towards new projects here on the channel in the coming days. We're going to have a lot of them coming up here soon, so thank you so much for that. The beast, she says. That's funny. She calls it the beast. Terry's going to go take her pup for a walk real quick. No problem, Terry. We appreciate you. No problem. Thanks for letting us know. This one is like not laying the way it's supposed to, so hang on. I'm just going to shake it out here for a second. Trying to get it to lay down. There we go. There we go. I think I got it now. There. Trying to make sure that I can see the edge. Try and get it as even as I can. There we go. Alright, so this one here gave me kind of a wonky cut over here on this edge, so we're going to have to give it a little bit extra before we get to our slices. Sometimes folding it is half the battle. There we go. There we go. We got it now. We're good now.
Sorry. I just picked it up out of the sink and it just cracked.
That's alright. They're old. It's okay. There's more of them. Be careful. Make sure you rinse the sink out real well so you don't cut yourself. Taylor broke one of my wine glasses. It was a purple wine glass. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. Must have been too much stress on it. Alright, so these I'm going to be cutting at 2.5. So I really don't need, I only need 6 strips of 2.5. My wheel keeps catching on something and I don't know what it's catching on. But like I can feel it catching on something. I just don't know what it is. Alright, so 2.5 inch strips. Move the table here. There we go. That's a little bit better. So, I'm going to give myself a nice wide cut on this first one because there's a lot of kind of weird wonky edges here. So we're going to cut this first one here. Go. Flip it over so I got a nice straight edge now. Go away. Go away. Go away. Like that. No, I didn't. Thought I found it. Ozzy, go away. Alright, so there's our first one. Two. Three. Taylor is in our kitchen making Christmas cookies. I have a Christmas cookie exchange at work on Tuesday, and I was not going to have time to make cookies. Not to mention, not the hiccups. Not to mention Taylor loves baking, so I let her do all the baking. So she's making cookies. She's making the cookies today and then decorating them tomorrow. 2. So that's 3, and I need 6 total. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only need one more. Streamlabs reminding everybody to like and subscribe. If you guys would do me just a quick favor while we're working on this here, go over and make sure you tickle that like button for me. And if you are not already, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you are a lurker or someone who likes to watch after the stream has already ended, please just do me a quick favor and go check and make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. YouTube likes to do this fun thing where it unsubscribes you from a channel if it's not something that you are active in. And so if you can just check for me that. Hi Liz, good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. I hope you are well. So now this extra fabric here is all extra fabric that I didn't really need. So I'm going to throw this into my scrap bin, and it will go to one lucky member when I do my scrap busting boxes again some other time. Unless, of course, we're working on a project and we need a little bit of the extra fabric. But otherwise, it will go into my scrap bin for use later on. Alright, so all of our cutting is done now. Yay. So let's go ahead and put this stuff away and then get the machine out so we can start sewing up these pieces. I am going to need the iron out because I'm going to have to iron up some seams. So let's put this mat away. Get the other mat back out. don't think I'm gonna need that, but I'll grab it anyway just in case. That can get put away. This was my stars. Oh, here guys, this is the pattern. It's by Villa Rosa Designs. It is called Starfire. That's what the pattern looks like in case you guys are interested. I did put a link in the description box below. I think it's an Amazon link for it. Or maybe it's a Fat Quarter Shop. I don't remember. I did put a link in the description box below for it if it's a pattern you're interested in. It was an easy one to put together. Most of the Villa Rosa designs are easy patterns to put together. They really don't take a whole lot of time. They're great weekend projects. If you're looking for something to kind of do in a weekend, actually I'm going to need those. It's a great little weekend project. Yeah. Oh, there we go. All right. So I think I'm going to be okay if I use the thread that's in my machine right now. It's a light colored thread, but I think it's going to be fine for now. When we actually get to the point where we're quilting, I'm going to have to look and see what kind of thread I'm going to use that. But for right now, I think we're going to be okay with that. So the first thing we're going to have to do is sew all of these strips up together into one long strip for our borders. So let's go ahead and pull the machine up. Does anybody else hear angels singing when as it's coming? Just me? Just me? Oh. I think I can probably use my 1/4 inch presser foot. It's probably okay. I am not going to sew these up on the bias on a diagonal. I'm just going to sew them up straight because they are for border pieces. So I'm just going to start with the first one, lay it out like that, then take the next piece, lay it out on an L. No, I just said I wasn't going to do that. I just said I wasn't going to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew these up together. We're going to sew these up in one long strip and then iron open the seams. Right sides together. I'm giving myself a little bit of extra because of the salvage edges, so like an extra 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch there as a salvage edge. We're going to trim that up here in just a minute. Weird music today. It's kind of weird. Sometimes it gets the music on point, and then other times it's just kind of weird. I use a service called Pretzel Rock, which is offered through Streamlabs for my my copyright-free music. Although every once in a while I do run into an issue. It's copyright-free music for the most part. And but it's I can't control what music it plays. Like it's just on shuffle basically. And so sometimes it's pretty good, and other times not so great. It does offer a variety of different stations to choose from, so different genres of music to choose from. I try to keep my genres that I choose kind of high, high energy, fast paced, kind of bumping and grinding, bumping, jamming kind of thing. is what I try to do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I always have music going in this room even when I'm not on camera. So I wanted to try and bring that into my channel because that's just part of my personality. So that's why I share that with you guys. MPQS, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. She says, oh my gosh, from Nova Scotia. Wow, that is amazing. Welcome to the channel. My goodness. Welcome to the channel. Nova Scotia. I can't say that I've ever known anyone from Nova Scotia before. So thank you. It's truly an honor. Laura Lynn, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the channel. So great to see you as well. We're just sewing up some border pieces here for a quilt we're putting together. Right sides together. I think my light back there is starting to go. I think I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's starting to flicker a little bit. Although, in fairness, I've had that light probably 10 or 12 years now. So it's probably time for it. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Oh my goodness, I had no idea. Wow, welcome to the channel. My goodness, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Wow, you guys have got to go over and check out their channel. It's amazing. I mean, I've been able to catch it a few times when offline, and thank you so much for being here. My goodness, I feel like there's a celebrity amongst us. My goodness. Thank you. I didn't realize. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday morning. All right. If you guys have not already, you need to make sure to go over and check out the Mom and Pop Quilt channel. She does some amazing stuff over there. The whole family is incredible. Incredible. Alright, so here's this one sewn up now. Now it's the last one here. I don't know that I have a link for them to set up. I might. That's right. I mean, I'm with you on that too. I agree. But you are definitely a celebrity in my book for sure. A great group of folks over there. Yeah, this light is flickering. It's starting to annoy me a little bit. Looks like I'll be looking for a new light after Christmas. She's back. LOL. The pooch did good. Now I can pay attention. Oh, Laura Lynn, no need to thank me. I'm just speaking truth. That's all. But thank you so much for being here. It's truly an honor. Truly an honor. I know how busy you are over on your channel, and so for you to take a little bit of time to come over and spend some time on mine it's truly an honor. So truly an honor. Welcome back, Terry. Welcome back. Yes, Kathy. I try to catch the replays whenever I can. I unfortunately am not able to catch a lot of the live streams. just because of the way my personal schedule works. But I do catch a lot of the replays, and they're so much fun. Yeah, truly, truly. But thank you so much for being here today. We are binding our borders on a whip that I've had in my stash for a while now. I actually bought some border fabric for it, some backing fabric, and then we're also going to be doing a flange binding on it, which I've only done once before, so I'm excited to do it again. I think that it's going to work out really well on this particular project. The colors are going to work really well. I bought all of these fabrics when I was in Quilt Town in July. And I've just now been able to get to them. So I'm really excited about it. We're doing a 3.5-inch border in this black fabric, which will turn out to be a 3-inch border by the time you get it, you know, sewn on there. And then we're going to do a 2.5-inch border in this beautiful red fabric that you guys saw down here. And then we're going to do another 5-inch border, or 5.5-inch border, with this black again. So nice 3-layer border on it. I'm trying to cut down a little bit on the busyness of the quilt top. Kind of allow your eye to settle a little bit, relax a little bit when you look at it. That's the goal anyway. We'll see if that works out or not. Linda, I love them too. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're a lot of extra work. They're like twice as much work, but it's so worth it though. I've only done one before, and it turned out beautifully. And for this project specifically, I wanted to try it again. Because I think with the black and red color scheme, I think it's going to work out real well. So this pattern is called Starfire. It's a Villa Rosa design. And I did the quilt top off camera for the most part. I think I did bring it on camera once for like a whip or UFO thing. I don't even remember if it was on my channel or somebody else's. But I did bring it on camera once or twice to put it together, but nothing too crazy, and that's why it never really got its own series. But so it will have its own series now, for at least for borders and binding. So okay, so I got all the borders done. So now we're going to go ahead and iron them seams open, and we're going to trim them down. I don't need the mouse right now. So let me grab my handy dandy pressing tool. I love this thing for ironing seams open. Love it so much. So much. I have been using it so much. Now that I've figured out how to use it, the first time I used it, I wasn't really thrilled with it, but that's because I was using the wrong type of iron. I was using my little clover iron, and it's not designed for the little clover iron. It's designed for the big iron so that you can rock it. I'll show you. Give me a second here. Let me go ahead and get some trimming done here first. So first things first, we need to trim the seams. I'm going to trim them to about 1/4 inch. Let me grab my cup. And then we're going to open it up like this. Lay it open, right sides down, and then open up the seam on our little tool here. And then as soon as the iron gets warm, I'll show you how to use it. Super game changer. No worries, Kathy. Not a problem at all. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I hope you have a great conversation with your son. Family is always more important. Lucas moved to 3rd place. Oh boy, he's going to be upset about that. He's going to be upset about that. But see what I'm doing here? I'm rocking it back and forth. And what it does is it kind of pushes it back a little bit more than the 180 degrees, which really makes it lay flat. And then, watch this. I pull it out from underneath it, and now I use it as a clapper. So now I get to the next one. which is right here. I trim it to 1/4 inch. And I open this one. It's wonderful. It's so efficient. I love the fact that it's dual purpose and it's efficient. I love it. I'm just gonna rock it back and forth. Pull this one out and look how flat that lays. My goodness. My goodness. Alright, so now we just put this one down there like that. On to the next one. Love it. I love it when a tool is versatile. You know, it has more than one use. Because then it kind of justifies its purchase, you know? If I can use it for more than one thing, then it's... Hot, hot, hot. Yes, Laura, it's a cool tool. It was recommended to me by one of my subscribers. I purchased it on Amazon. I got a 3-pack of them on Amazon for about $25 or $30. I don't remember the exact price. But I thought that kind of justified it because it was a 3-pack. It's 3 different sizes. And I just love it. I'm sure that if somebody was you know, handy enough, they could probably make one. Because it's just a piece of wood with a piece of felt wrapped around it. But it really makes those open seams lay nice and flat. And then that's kind of something I've always struggled with a little bit. It's getting those open seams to lay flat. So, there we go. I think this is the last seam for this color. Yeah, I really like it. And Terry, I think Terry is the one that recommended it to me when I was struggling with the open seams on another project, and this has just been such a help, huge help. Such a huge help. Alright, so that one's just about done. So let's move on to the next one now. Trying to do them all kind of at the same time. That way they're all ready to go. Black and melted. Oh my gosh, Judy, I'm so sorry to hear that. Now I have noticed on one of them that the felt melted a little bit, and I was like, that's not really cool. So I don't know if it was just the adhesive that kind of came through the felt or whatever, so I did notice that on one of them. But I have not had that issue with any of the other ones. So I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. Alright, let's pull this one up. I should probably iron these again. We've got some nice hard seams on here. Or a hard, what's the word I'm looking for? Creases. We've got some hard creases on there. And I could iron them, but I probably won't. You're losing bad today. Oh no. She must be talking about thimbles. We do a little bit of gambling over here on this channel. I have a thing set up through the chat where you can earn thimbles, which is basically like a loyalty points program. You can earn them through various functions. You can just simply by watching and participating in chat, you can earn them, or you can play a couple of fun games in chat that are basically a gambling type of game. There's a slots machine, there's a random gamble game, there's a heist game. But that allows you to earn more thimbles, and then you can trade those thimbles in on prizes. I will ship to the US and Canada with regards to prizes. And I ship them about once a month. I just mailed out our redemptions for September, October, and anything that had happened in November. I just mailed those out, so we probably won't be mailing anymore until after the first of the year. But that's okay, because I keep track of whoever does the redemptions, and I get them mailed out for you. Go. In fact, I was just thinking about it yesterday, and I don't think I ever marked on my sheets that I had mailed some already, so I need to get that updated. Go. Typically, we would end our stream at 12:30 because we would go 10:30 to 12:30, but because this is the first Sunday of the month, we did start a little bit late because I have virtual breakfast with our kids in the mornings. So we will be going till 1 o'clock 1 o'clock Central Time today. If that is a problem for you, I completely understand. If you've got to take off for whatever reason, I get it. I understand. I appreciate you being here for whatever time that you're able to spend. There is a replay later on if you feel like you're going to miss something. The replays are always available. Streamlabs reminding everybody again about tickling that like button. If you guys wouldn't mind doing that for me, I'd really appreciate it. Go. Okay, so that was the last for that one. Now we got the really big one. And this one's going to be just big enough. I could probably grab one of the bigger sizes ones to make it a little bit easier on myself. Hi, baby. I hear you. It's my puppy cam. Grab the bigger one. Oh God, it's a big one. Streamlabs is also reminding people that we do have some merch for the channel available. I am still working on a new logo. I have not had the opportunity to dive into it too deeply to get the merch updated with it or get it kind of set up on the channel, but we do have a new logo. I just haven't been able to share it with you guys yet. But the new logo will allow for some additional merch to be available. Things that would normally require embroidery, like ball caps, sweatshirts, things like that I can actually get embroidered. So I don't know if you guys can see it here, but this is the one I was telling you about where it's got a little bit of a melting to it. And I think that might just be the adhesive that they use coming through the felt. It doesn't seem to be impacting the usage of it at all, so I'm not going to worry too much about it, but there is a little bit of a browning there. Hi Katie, good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. rocking that iron back and forth, really getting that past that 180 line. So it lays nice and flat for me. Pulling this out. So if that is something that you are interested in, you can check that out. I leave a link on the bottom of every video description. We do have some merch available, some coffee mugs, some t-shirts, some tank tops. I think there's a drawstring bag with our current logo available. It's a great way for you to support our community, and I know a lot of people that have purchased the coffee mugs and they really love them. I love mine too. I have not used it lately because I kind of stopped drinking coffee for a little while. It's a personal choice, not something my doctor, suggested or anything like that. Go. Mama Joyce and Sherlock Cheryl purchased the sweatshirt, and they said it was really high quality. So if you guys are into pullover sweatshirts, they said it was a really high quality sweatshirt. Really nice and warm and fuzzy on the inside. Nice high quality fabrics. I don't usually wear sweatshirts, so Patty says, I have a coffee mug and I use it for my tea. I'm so glad that you have it. And that you like it. I don't really promote the merch very often. I kind of forget about it, if I'm being honest. But it is there if you're interested. Hear the music. Got a nice little beat to it today. Just about done here. Thought I'd just iron them all at the same time. Kind of be a bit efficient about it. Go. Probably don't need to trim these, but I'm just trying to get rid of some of the bulk a little bit. These are the border pieces, so it's not like it's really critical. If this was the binding, I would definitely be trimming it for sure, but it's just a border piece. But I'm trimming it anyway. No problem, Carrie. You have a great weekend. I hope you have a great rest of your day and rest of your weekend. Stay warm. And we will see you back here on Wednesday or Tuesday. Tuesday. We have another live stream on Tuesday where we're going to be putting together another Spools of the Year project or Spools of the Month project. Spools of the Year project for December. Actually, I have to cut that fabric this afternoon. It's a cute little design. You guys are going to love it. It's so cute. See if I can convince Taylor to join us again. We'll see. Make sure you come back here Tuesday evening, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. It will also be on replay if that time is inconvenient for you. Bye. Hi, Ivy. She always comes in here just to check to see if I have any snacks. She says, hi, Mom. Hi, baby girl. Don't be chewing on my fabric like you did last time. Well, it's not. Last time we were in here and I had a black fabric. I was sewing up a bunch of it. And she was over here underneath my machine chewing on it as I was sewing it. I had to cut a whole piece of it off and throw it away because I had dog slobber all over it. Oh, there's Wiggles. Hi, Wiggles. What are you doing? Terry snacks are awesome. Yeah, aren't they though? Yeah. Do you want a snack? Do you want a snack? Mommy has snacks. Yeah, she's got them in here. I could give you one if you're a good girl. Hold on. Wrigley, leave it. You gotta sit. Sit. Amy, you are literally in front of the camera, right? They can't see anybody else because you're in front of the camera. You guys. Oh my gosh, you're all wet. You must have been outside. You're bringing water in the house. Out. 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 You're bringing water in. Out. They must have been outside. Hi, cutie in the sweater. That's Wrigley. Wrigley's in her red sweater today. You guys now have water all over the floor. Thanks for that so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Water all over the floor. Thanks for that. Alright, so this is our big border. So this one, oh geez, some of the fabric is wet too. So this is our big border. So this one's going to go on last. So we'll worry about that one in a minute. We got to get the little one first. Alright, so these are no longer needed. We don't need these anymore, so let's put them away. This is probably not going to be needed for a little while. Snacks aren't going to be needed. That won't be needed. The iron may still be needed. We'll see. What time is it? 12:41. So we got about 20 minutes left. So let's go ahead and get some borders started, and then we'll come back here again probably next month and put the rest of them on here. So, like I told you guys, this one's going to be a couple episodes. So that we can get this one going. So here, for those of you who had just popped on and missed it earlier, here is the quilt top. It's called Starfire by Villa Rosa Designs. And you can see it's super busy. The fabrics are just crazy busy. So what we're trying to do is with these more tone-on-tone, solid-ish fabrics, we're trying to kind of tone it down a little bit. Raven says the slots doesn't like me anymore. Raven, I think it hates everyone equally. I think it's an equal hater. I really do. So, alright. So, let's do top and bottom and then the two sides. But it's a really busy quilt. So, I wanted to make sure that the borders were kind of slow the roll a little bit. It was going to be a little... It's going to tame things down ever so slightly. So, alright. go ahead and get this started. Oh boy. Trying to balance it all. Right now I'm just using a cream colored thread. It doesn't really matter. I probably could have used a black thread too, or even a white thread. It really doesn't matter right now. When we get to the binding though, we'll have to pick out our thread color there. I think we'll probably end up with a red or a black. We'll have to wait and see. So basically I've got this in one huge long strip, and we're going to sew it to the top, and then trim it, and then sew it to the bottom, and trim it, and then do the sides. I am anchoring my stitches on the borders just to make sure that everything stays nice and flat. Hi Rita, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic morning. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and press this. Just finger press it. Just to get it to lay flat for right now. Everything's going to get a nice hard press once the quilt top is, all the borders are put on. But for right now, a finger press is enough to get things moving. What are you doing? You already brought water in here once. You don't need any more water. Sometimes it seems that way, doesn't it, Rita? Yeah, 100%. She says, why does it seem like it takes longer to put the borders and the binding on than it does to make the whole darn quilt? I have to agree with you. Sometimes it does seem to be that way. It really does. And I don't know what the answer to that is. Because it's not hard. It's not like it takes all that long. But, yeah, I have to agree. 100%. I agree with you. Grab that one, put the needle down. Part of it, my struggle is the planning of it. Like figuring out how much I need, getting it ironed, then getting it cut, then getting it... That's my problem. Is trying to figure all that out. Because I never know how much I need. I've used quilt calculators and stuff before to help me out with it, but I never know how much I need. Raven says, Danelle said to tell you to check your email. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Thank you. My email? Oh, for Rita. Gotcha. For message to Rita. Got it. Told Rita to check her email. Got it. I was like, I didn't know she was needing anything from me. I understand now. If any of you see Melissa from Runs with Quilts, if any of you see her on any of your other channels, if you could let her know that I'm trying to get a hold of her for her address, for her scrap busting box, I'd really appreciate it. I did try to tag her on our community post, but I have not seen anything from her yet. So if you guys see her on another channel, could you let her know that Danny's trying to get a hold of her? That's Melissa from Runs with Quilts. No, not you. I got it, Raven. I got it. Sometimes I enter into conversations in the middle because I don't see the original comment, and that's why I'm like, I think I'm missing something. Sorry about that. But if you guys see her, let her know I'm looking for her. I unfortunately don't have her email address, otherwise I would email her, but I don't even have her email address yet. She's a member of the channel, and I don't have any contact information for her yet. So... Alright, that top piece is done now, or bottom, I guess. I guess it doesn't really matter. This one is not a directional quilt, so it really doesn't matter which way it is. Let's go ahead and finger press this one open now. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Matt of Jordan Fabrics has started another channel called Second Cuts or Off Cuts with Matt or something like that. He started another channel that's a little bit of a different format than the current, Donna Jordan or Jordan Fabrics channel. It's a little bit of a different one, and so I've been enjoying their videos. They just posted a new one that's like an hour and a half or 2 hours long. That's all of her winter projects. Gosh, I started watching it and I had to stop watching it because I just got so sad. Like, I didn't know her personally. I wasn't a friend of hers personally. I've never met her in person, but I still was just, it was just still so sad to see her there. And yeah, it was an emotional viewing for me, which is weird, but it was. And so, alright, now we can go ahead and sew on the next piece here. It's close to straight, close-ish, not super straight, but close-ish. I really think, just in looking at this small little pieces here of what we got, I really think selecting these darker tone-on-tone pieces for the borders is really going to do what I was hoping that it would do, in that it's just going to kind of calm your eyes down with regards to all of this busyness of the fabrics that I chose for the original design of the quilt. I think it's going to turn out really nice. I'm really happy with it so far. So far. Ever get concerned when you're making a quilt for someone they're going to see boo-boos? Haha. Rita, I do that all the time. All the time I'm worried about it. And, they actually remind me. Like, I have one coworker that tells me all the time, I don't want to know, don't point out your mistakes to me. She says, because otherwise that's all I can see. She says, if you don't point them out, then I won't even know they're there. And so that's something that I've struggled with for many, many years. And it's something that I kind of have to work through. And, You know, I say this all the time on this channel, and I say it everywhere else. The imperfections are what make it perfect. You know, it's supposed to be handmade for a reason. It's not supposed to be perfect. That's the whole point. You know, if it was perfect, then, you know, then a machine could have made it. You know? It's not supposed to be perfect. So I try not to stress too much about doing things wrong. I mean, I don't always sew things straight. I don't always cut them straight. You know, sometimes they can be a little wonky. But you know what? It is what it is, right? It's I need a Villa Rosa checkoff sheet. I understand that, yeah, because I've made quite a few of their patterns myself. Because they're just easy patterns to make. Like, they're so simple to do. They're really simple to make. They're really easy. They're beautiful little patterns. They're quick, quick ones. You can do them in a weekend normally. Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think I need to do one too. The panel pattern that Mama Joyce has been using, that her and Sherlock Cheryl have been using for a lot of their panel quilts, that's a Villa Rosa design too. And I think Mama Joyce has used it 4 times now. Yeah. Terry, I agree with you. Yeah, that one was a little bit hard. I have to agree. It was a little bit hard to see somebody else at her machine. To see somebody else's hands there. To see somebody else sitting there. But I also feel like the family has been doing a really great job of honoring her as best as they can, and still keeping the videos and the you know, the company moving forward. I think it's great. I love the fact that the behind the scenes channel has been giving us a little bit more of a glimpse of her children. You know, the main channel, she kept her kids off the channel, and that's fine, and I respect that. But now we're getting to see a little bit more of the rest of her family, and I think that's great. I think it's really great. You know, they're incorporating the family aspect of it. So yeah, it was a little bit hard for me to watch the first time, but I have been enjoying it quite a bit. Alright. Got a few more minutes, so let's go ahead and put this last piece of binding on, or border on. That way we'll at least get this first row of border done. And then we can kind of see what it looks like now. And then the next time we come back to it, which will probably won't be until January. Well, actually, I know for a fact it won't be till January. We'll come back to it and we'll put the next row of borders on, the next 2 rows of borders on. And then we'll also get started on the flange binding. The flange binding is a bit of work. So, that one's, I wanted to have that one kind of prepped while this one is off at the long arm. Oh, yeah, this is really going to work out well, guys. Like, I'm already seeing that breakup that I was looking for of just pattern, you know, craziness to calming a little bit. Yeah, I'm already starting to see that. Yeah, this is going to work out real nice, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the last row on. and then I can kind of show you guys. I'll pull it out and show you guys what it looks like so far. Just with this one border, just this one border is making it look better already. But I really think that adding the other two is going to really, really make the difference. So, grab this left side here. Oh, geez, I hope there's enough here. There's probably going to be like just enough. Gosh, I hope there is enough here. I thought 5 strips was going to be enough. I thought I did the math correctly. I guess we're going to find out. I guess we're going to find out. I think it's going to be just enough. We'll see. This is when you always worry that you didn't do your math right. When you didn't cut enough fabric. And you don't have a whole lot of extra to work with. See. Yes, I think I'm going to have enough. It's going to be close, but I'm going to have enough. The thing with borders, you want to make sure that you're not stretching anything, because the fabrics, because of the way you cut them, they can really stretch quite a bit if you're not careful. So you want to make sure that you're not stretching anything. So that's why I always hold it way back here. And I'm just lining it up. I'm not stretching. Just what's kind of rough a little bit. Almost done here, friends. Almost. So close. So close. So close. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have like just like a quarter of a strip left. So just enough. Make sure that that's laying nice and flat before I sew over top of it. So yeah, just enough. Let me show you guys what I ended up with left over. This is how much I had left. Yeah, so this will go in our Scrap Busters boxes. There we go. Let me go ahead and trim this real quick. I've got this one piece here that's a little bulky. And then let me finger press it real quick, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. The bot is mad at me, Raven says. Oh boy. Oh boy. What'd you do, Raven? What'd you do now? I'm just kidding. Like I said, I think it just hates everybody equally. I really do. Alright. I am really liking this. I think it's gonna look really, really nice. Once we get the red in there and then the black back in, I think it's gonna look really, really nice. I'm not usually one for black fabrics. It's just not my go-to. I really don't like a solid black, but I think that this tone-on-tone black that we've got here works really well with this. With this quilt top, I think it's going to work out really, really well. I'm kind of excited for it to come back on the channel next month so that we can keep working on it. There we go. Alright, so this is what it looks like right now. You guys can kind of see how it really broke that up. Like, look how much nicer that is already. It just immediately calmed down those fabrics. And we still have a red to go and then another black. So I think that that's really going to work out well. See how it just already calmed it down? Yeah, it doesn't hurt your eyes anymore. Or maybe that was just me, but yeah, I think that's going to work out real well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer this back to the bag that it was in. I've got it in a 2.5 gallon Ziploc for right now. And we will bring this back in January to put the other two borders on it before it goes to the long arm. Before it goes to the long arm. And then we are also going to be working on the flange binding for it. So if you guys have never seen what a flange binding looks like or what it is or how to do it, make sure you come back to this particular series. And I will show you how we do that. It's really cool. It's a really neat how it happens. But yeah. There we go. Alright, so that'll go back in our bag for now, and then we will come back to it later. Like I said, tomorrow we have a members only live stream in the evening, 7:30 p.m. Central Time for our members. We're just going to do... It does collect strings when you're working on it. Yeah, absolutely, Rita. Raven says that is nicer. See, it's already breaking it, so I'm really excited about that. I think the red and then adding that black again is really going to look nice. Rita says, flange binding is the only binding I ever do. Well, that's good. Yeah, I don't do it for everything, but I do it for some things. I really do. And so, Monday will be our members-only live stream, and then Tuesday we'll be back here for our Spools of the Year project. You guys are going to love this one. It's really cute. I actually have to cut the fabric for it this afternoon. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then next week we will be back here again on Sunday. I think we have our puppies project next Sunday. I think that's what we're going to be working on. We will be introducing a couple of new projects here on the series, on this channel here soon. One of those will be called Twisted Dreams by Stitching Haven. It's a Black of the Month program. I finally got that all squared away and set up, so we're going to get that here in hopefully the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping it shows up this week, honestly. And then we're also going to be starting on another one called Timberland Trails. That's a kit that I purchased when I was in Collinsville over the summer. It is a pattern that is readily available. It is a panel pattern. It was designed specifically for specific types of panels, but I'm sure there are other panels out there like it that you could probably find and utilize to go along with it. But that is what we are going to be doing moving forward. And yeah, so then we've got a couple of other a couple of other smaller projects that you guys are gonna start to see here at the beginning of next year. Of course, we have our sew along that we're currently working on, the framed pinwheels, and then we also will have one over on our members only series that you guys will get to see in that one. Mama Joyce is going to be joining me over there for the members only one. And that one's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing the whole thing from start to finish. The cutting, the ironing, the cutting, the sewing, the whole thing. It's supposed to be a block of the month program. I don't know that we're really going to be able to follow it exactly that way, but we're sure going to give it our best go. We're hoping that one week is cutting, the next week is sewing, and so forth. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much to Joyce for the super chat earlier today. I really appreciate that. Thank you to my members for your continual donations. Thanks to anyone that's interested in our merch. I really appreciate it. And a special thank you to all of our new subscribers here on the channel. I cannot believe how many new subscribers we've had already. We were able to meet our 800 subscriber goal, and now we're staring down the barrel at the 900. So let's see how close we can get to that before the end of the year. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me every week. Thank you, Laura Lynn, for coming in. It's been an honor to spend some time with you. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys go over to the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop channel and check out them and subscribe to them. They so much fun. Like, just so much fun. I can't even, like, I don't even have words for how amazing that channel is over there. So make sure you guys check them out. The heist is still going on. Okay, no problem. I will keep the timer, the ending screen up until the heist goes through. So no problem. Terry, thank you for letting me know that. But thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me. Sorry about that, Laura Lynn. You know, stupid Streamlabs. It's really annoying sometimes. I apologize. I did see your message. There was nothing harmful in it. I appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Alright guys, I will see you again next week. I will keep the ending screen up until the heist completes. But anyway, bye for now, friends. Would help if that actually worked, if I did it correctly the first time. Alright, let's try it again. Bye for now.
to let you lead me up. You influence my frame of mind. My heart is stuck in a loop of your rhythm and rhyme. I try to replace you with something new, but my body drives heartbreak along the ground. Dancing about the idea of you, whilst you decide if I belong to lost and found. You know I'm dying to reach out to you. I'm trying but you can't see. You say my calls never come through. Why can't you just hear